ahead, guys.
Coach, you talked to us a lot about Keaton Middleton and really liking what he's brought. Gets rewarded with the 2-year extension this morning. Just what can you say about what he's added and what he continues to do to keep himself in the lineup?
Well, first thing he's done is he's improved every year he's been with us, right? He's played some games in the past. I would say this call-up has a lot to do with that contract and what he's been able to do. Steady, strong, physical, playing within his role, same kind of role, similar role is what he's had with the Eagles. And now it's translating to the NHL, and guys his size and physicality and guys that like to play a little mean, they're hard to come by, right? And we've got one here that's homegrown, and I think it's a well-deserved contract extension, and looking forward to see what he can do in the future.
Is there an update on Nichushkin?
Yeah, so lower body, and what I would classify it, like, for now is day-to-day. I don't know, like, not going tonight, obviously, and then we'll just kind of keep an eye on him from there. I don't think it's really serious, but it could keep him out 7 to 10 days, but, we'll just see what the next, handful of days looks like and see what kind of progression he makes.
Obviously, the answer is a little more complicated than is he close, but Gabe Landeskog skates with the team this morning. How much does it mean, or how important is it in the locker room to have that kind of appearance from him?
Well, I think it's good. Doesn't hurt, that's for sure. I think, all the guys are pretty in tune with Landy's recovery process and, the work he's been putting in to try to get back to our team on a regular basis. So, I don't see him for a while and on the ice and as a group of guys anyway. And then, he's able to come out and join us and wheel around a little bit. And I think it adds to the optimism of his return at some point. And it's good to have him out there sort of boosting the spirits on a game day.
How's he feeling?
I think he's feeling good, yeah. I think he's feeling really comfortable with what he's doing in his rehab process right now, and he's starting to look better and better on the ice. So still no real change in our approach and what's going on. He's just going to keep, grinding forward until he gets to a point where he might be able to join the team, like, on a regular basis.
Has he been around the last few weeks, or did he just come back?
Yeah, no, he's been around.
On the injury front, you said Shillington would be reevaluated. Has that happened?
Yeah, he's doing better. He's starting to progress. Like, they're starting to talk about when they can get him on the ice. Like, they're pushing him a little bit harder in the gym and hopefully getting him on the ice here soon. Yeah.
Scott Wedgwood starting tonight?
Yes.
Lawson was cut pretty early in camp.
Yeah.
I guess, what has kind of been the report on him?
It's been up and down, but he's played some really good hockey games here recently, so good opportunity for us to get him up here and see what he can do. It's like you got to evaluate these guys short term, long term in the American League, and if you get opportunities when a guy's playing well, I like to see him up here, right? Like, this was a big training camp for him to be able to come in and play for our team. It didn't go very well, and there's been, we've had, I don't know, probably upwards of 10 guys with us already this year, and he hasn't got a look, but now he's playing some good hockey down there, so we'll give him a look and see if it can translate, things he's doing down there, can they translate into our game here.
Jared, that first Buffalo game almost seems like one of those inflection points in your season, the way you guys pulled off that comeback. What was that like in your room when you're down 4, when you're down 3 at the second intermission? Just how did that happen? Well,
we didn't like that start at all. And, the Buffalo, like, watching them now, they still have the same, some of the things we talked about prior to that game and some of the things that we talked about prior to tonight's game are the exact same, and the way they can hurt you off the rush, and they've got a bunch of shooters and a bunch of talent. And I didn't like our start. I didn't like our attention to detail with it. I didn't like the goals we gave up. So we needed to get our game in order at that point. We did in the second half of that game. We're looking for a better start tonight, and we're going to have to pay more attention to some of the weapons that they have so it doesn't happen again. We want to go out and have a strong first period. That's something that we've been working on, and I wouldn't say that sort of projected us forward, but certainly when you're able to come back in a game like that and play the right way, we started trying to build our game, previous to that, and then even after that even more, and digging in, because points are so valuable, especially this time of year.
Do you have an update on Ivan?
No.
He was being evaluated last week.
He's still week to week. Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yep, thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Go head to head against these guys.
Yeah. I think it's definitely easier to do it at home too than on the road. So, like I said before, I've got a lot of good friends, good memories there. But I'm happy with where I'm at and how things have worked out.
What was it like when it was 4-0 in the first intermission? How did you guys collect yourselves that night?
I think we just said go win the second, stay positive, and see what happens. We got a lot of talent up front, and a lot of guys who can make plays and score goals. So, I think that was more so the message than anything. I don't think there was any panic. Just move forward and try to win the second.
Keaton Middleton gets a 2-year extension this morning. Jared Bednar's talked a lot about what he's been able to bring to the lineup. I know he's on defense, but what can you say about what he's been able to contribute for you guys?
Yeah, he's been great. I think just a big guy with a good presence on the back end, plays his role well, and a great guy in the room too. I think he brings a lot of energy, and he's always got a smile on his face, cracking jokes. So, maybe something we need, and he's been great.
Thanks so much, Casey.
Thanks, Casey. Appreciate you.
And it's like a tip of the cap to him. The way he approaches it, I think, is great. Like, he's hard on you, but he's fair. It's not over the top. He's a really good coach. Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Yeah. Cheers.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Sorry, a little late to the party.
Yeah,
here.
no worries.
Just your initial reaction on the new deal.
Yeah, I'm pumped. Yeah, no, I'm excited. It's it's coming from where I started in pro hockey to here. It's been a roller coaster, but it's been fun. So hopefully I can keep building on it.
What excites you the most about the opportunity to join the Avalanche?
It's more or less how good this organization and this team is, and they want me to be a part of it. That's an honor, they have me in the plans, so that's like the biggest thing for me. Yeah.
Are you proud of the last couple of games that you played to maybe earn this spot?
I've liked my game, but I also think there's always better too, right? And I want to keep trying to build trust and keep trending in the right direction. But the job's not finished, right?
Do you feel like the coaching staff here has really helped you develop?
Yeah, I'd say that. Obviously it's been a short sample size here with the Avalanche, but my biggest sample size with the Eagles have been like Schneeks and Timmy and Danny Heino, and they've been next to none for help down there.
Did you call them after you got the news?
I talked to Schneeks. Yeah, I gave him a shout. Yeah, I said
What'd you say?
I said thank you, and he was pumped. So yeah, no, it was good. Yeah.
Okay, thanks so much. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
It could be. Yeah. I could see Bo do something like that, actually.
I mean, you got one game back under your belt. How did it feel just to be out there and back in the game?
Yeah, I felt good. First game's always hard on the breathing and the legs, and it doesn't really matter what you do in the gym. You could bike for 20 days in a row. It's not a hockey game, but as the game went on, I felt more comfortable.
How frustrating is it that you come back and Avalanche gets hurt?
It sucks. Hopefully it's not a long one. He's been playing super well lately too, so everyone knows how Val is important to our team and how he plays, and hopefully he'll be back soon.
And with Val going out and some Keaton Middleton step up in a big way, what did that mean for the team to see someone kind of fill that void?
Yeah, I think it means a lot to him too. And he's been struggling a little bit, and for him to get that game-winning goal against a hell of a team like Winnipeg this year, so hopefully it gives him confidence coming up for the next couple of games. But Casey works hard on his game, takes care of his body, so he's been playing well.
What can a goal like that do for a player like
Yeah, it's just confidence. Sometimes you kind of fight the puck when you're not contributing, you're not playing the way you want to play, and when you get bumped down the lineup, sometimes you tighten up, and you don't want to make that mistake that costs your team. So I thought he played really well last game, and we're hopefully have a good one tonight.
You got your legs pretty quickly, felt comfortable, because usually it can sometimes take a little bit of time.
Yeah, it might have looked like that, but they weren't that good, my legs. But yeah, hopefully, usually last time when I came around after the first injury, I felt good in the second, third game, and even better and better. So I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully feel better tonight.
Thanks, Joe.
Perfect, thanks.
Appreciate you.
No problem.
How was the first one for you?
Yeah, no, I mean, first of all, it was nice to end it with a win. But personally, I thought it was all right. A couple good things, couple things we got to clean up. But I mean, biggest thing was just to kind of get over the first game, settle in and get the nerves out of my system. But yeah, it was good to get the first one.
How big of a boost of confidence is it to hear Jared Bednar say that they went out and brought you guys in because he liked so much what he had seen years past playing against you? What does that do for you?
No, I mean that's really nice. You want to feel like everybody wants you to be here, and it sounds like they wanted me to be here. So that's like makes him more motivated and excited and all that. So that's great.
Tied the record for most Finns in an NHL lineup with 5. Mikko's always campaigning for more. How nice is it to have some fellow countrymen here?
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, it's not often you get to play with 5 Finnish guys in the NHL, and like 3 of those guys live in the same town as I do during the summer. So that's, I mean, it's unreal.
Coming to a new team so quickly, getting in a game, is it a lot of information for you to process, and what do you try to focus on going into games here?
For sure, yeah. I mean, whole new system. Like you got to figure out the guys, how they play, and all that. But I mean, I think it just helps when you get to play. Like you get to figure out what you do wrong, what you got to do better, and what you do good. And I mean, like the systems always like it's a little bit different between teams and all that. But at the end of the day, it's hockey, and we all can play hockey. So you know, just be myself, and like it's gonna come up there.
When Bednar came over here, he was talking about how the team plays defensively in front of him and how it was kind of simple here. It made a lot of sense to him. Have you noticed that in the way that the team likes to defend?
Yeah, I feel like we like to be like tight and like from the goalie's stand, but I get that like that's probably how it feels from the goal. And like yeah, I mean, just that I've just played 1 game now, so I'm gonna figure out more stuff as the day goes by. We get more games and more practices. Get to watch some more video and all that. But yeah, that's how I feel too.
It was the team's 5th straight win. What was that winning moment like in the locker room, and how do you want to continue to build on that going into tonight?
No, I feel like that was a big win. You know, they lead the division. We have a good momentum right now in the team. Like great spirit. We gotta keep playing the same way. And we got a new big game today, and we gotta come out with a win as well today.
Thanks. The physicality and all that, just how has it felt, being able to get back into a few games here?
Yeah, it's felt okay. Still trying to find my legs, I think, for the entire 60 of the game. Just I think game pace, game conditioning is a little bit different than practice. Overall been feeling pretty decent. Injuries still kind of nagging me a little bit, but I mean, it's just nice to be back playing.
We were pouring over some of the defensive metrics, and since the new goaltending tandem has arrived, the defensive numbers have gone up as well. Is there a confidence there allowing you guys to play with play the style of game you want to play?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's a lot of factors that play into it, right? I think the whole team just is playing a better defensive game as well. Not to say we weren't before, but I think it maybe flourishes a little bit more. Blackie back there and Wedgie, they've been playing great for us. So it's been solid.
Just how happy are you with this stretch of play? In general, the way the team's been.
Yeah, I mean, I've only been back for 2 games, but watching, it seems like our style of play is kind of coming together nicely. The last 2 games that I've been involved in, I think the forwards are doing a great job. They're forechecking and creating turnovers and playing in the ozone more, and then we're controlling pucks down low around the net. Guys, the goalies are playing well, keeping things to the strong side, and allowing us to kind of be strong around the nets to break pucks out and get into the ozone faster. That's such a big thing for our team is. The less time we can spend playing in the D zone, we get that flow going into the O zone, playing in the neutral ice more, tiring teams out, wearing them down, and then you get Kale and Nate and those guys out there against the entire group, and that's I think when we can start to take over games and kind of roll through.
How frustrating is it when you come back and then all of a sudden Val gets hurt? It just seems like you can't just get completely healthy.
Yeah, I think that's just National Hockey League. I mean, there's a lot of injuries, and we've been dealing with it for three years here now. Guy comes in, guy goes out, guy comes in, guy goes out. So hopefully it's short for Val. I'm not sure what the diagnosis is there, but hopefully we get him back soon. That's a big loss. I mean, obviously you guys know he's a big part of our group.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.